Hello my crafty friends, it's Jellybean, and today I am here to show you what I have created for Tamika's ScrapDaWorld's Swapper's Delight Happy Mail swap. I finally got into one of her swaps and I am so excited, y'all. Unfortunately, the situation happened with my dad this month, and I had to make an emergency trip to Florida. So I didn't get to do as elaborate as I really wanted to, but I'm happy with the outcome and the way this turned out. And I hope everyone will enjoy what I made and the goodies that I'm sending. And Sabrina, I didn't peek at yours, I promise. When you said Jellybean click off, I did. So, unless, if you want to watch, that's okay. If you want to be surprised, click off now. Because these are my packages, and this is my actual swap, and we were to make a Happy Mail and include a tag or some kind of banner. And or you could purchase goodies the equivalent of $5. So I made something and I sent a few goodies, but my goodies I didn't get to wrap up and get as elaborate as I would have liked to. I ended up putting them all in one bag instead of individually doing them and putting toppers on them and all that kind of good stuff. So I really didn't get to do all of that like I wanted to, but I think these turned out pretty cute, and I think they're going to like them. I hope so. So, let me show you what I've created. Now, we were to put on the front of our swap the number. She's got us in a list. I'm in group 3, and I am number 1 on the list. So, all of my swap packages had to have the number 1 on the front. So, these are what they look like packaged up, and I kept one open to show what I'm gonna package it up with y'all here today, so you can see what all's in them and how I packaged them and everything. Now I'm gonna go over a few things and show you. Y'all see these little tassels here? I made these. I had went to Michael's a couple months ago, and they had these on clearance for $1.74. And the only reason I bought it was because of this little spool tassel. I thought it was the cutest thing. It's a little wooden spool, and they wrapped some, I guess, thread around it. It looks like embroidery floss or something. And they had these little tassels here. Now, I didn't have everything exactly like this, but I took a wooden spool and I wrapped some crochet thread around it, and they have, okay, let me show you what they have first. They have one straight one with a little flower on the end. Let me get in frame here. And then one of the tassels is a couple beads with a little chain tassel. And then the next one is just a chain with a few beads coming down. A bigger woven chain there. So, y'all excuse my nails. I haven't had any time to do them, and I've been real nervous biting them, so they look awful. But anyway, so on mine, I did the one long one, and I didn't have flowers, so I put a little heart at the bottom. And then I put one with beads on it with a little chain tassel on the bottom. Now these little chain tassels I had, they come on a card, and I just added it at the bottom. And then I didn't have a looser chain or anything, but I had these a necklace that I never wore. So I cut it apart, and it had these little diamonds on it with the little dangly hearts. So I put that from my loose woven one with the beads on it, and this is the way mine turned out. And I thought they turned out really cute. I was really excited to make those. When I seen it, I'm like, I can do that. So I did. And these are the goodie bags, and I just put a doily on the top, and I crocheted a little green, mint green heart, because Tamika's favorite color is mint green. So, and I know Sabrina likes mint green and pink, and the other ladies I'm not sure about, but I made everything match. So these are some flowers that I have with the clip on the back, and I just clipped those on. Like I said, I really didn't get to get as elaborate as I would have liked, being in Florida for a week, and a week prior to that worrying about my dad, who was on life support, and then he passed away when I was there. So you know, that kind of put me 2 weeks of not being able to do things. But anyway, what I created for the swap, let me start with my tag. And the tag I created, this is one of the chipboard tags that you buy at Michael's. I got it sometime back when they had them $5 a pack. And I put this little feather on here, and this is one of the little birdie flowers that somebody gifted me, and I just added some gold leaves in there. And this is one of my earrings that I cut apart and used. This, to a special friend, is a die that I die cut out. And then I put the fibers at the top with the bow on the bottom. Now I have a little binder clip here, but that's how it's held onto the bag once I do it. When you turn it over, I used this die here to make a pocket. Look familiar, Alicia? Alicia sent me this, and I made the pocket to go on the back, and I have my information here. And then I used, Cruz had sent me some journaling cards that are poetic rose, and I had to cut them down just a little. This one says, if it costs you your piece, then it's too expensive. And then I've got all the swap information back here. So that just goes in the pocket so they can pull it out and get all the information. And that's the tag. And inside my little bags, this is what I made. Now I know Tamika loves mini, and so do I. I love everything mini. And these are miniature embellishment boxes. What I did is I took one of the, and let me grab one so I can show you. I don't have the exact one, but you get them at Dollar Tree. They're the little boxes like this. Now this one has nails in it, but these are a little bit smaller, and they had it's the picture frame hanging kit that you get at Dollar Tree. It's usually hanging on one of the clip strips by the picture frames. So I bought those, and I took all the hooks and nails and everything out of it, and I used some Prima paper, the love story, and I cut out a top to go over it, and I inked around the edges, and I had these pearl swirly adhesive pieces that I put on here, and around the edge I put some lace around the edge, and then I put these little tiny pink blings all the way around. And on the bottom, I put some gems to give it some little legs. Stand up like a little dresser jewelry box thing. And then I took some of the flowers that, I believe Lisa Farron sent me these. And I had these. But I took and I covered them with triple thick, and then I dipped them in German glass glitter so they would be really sparkly. And I know my lighting's not that good, but you can pick up on some of the sparkle and shimmer, because German glass glitter is really where it's at if you want sparkle. And then I just added my little feather and my leaves, and these are die cut pieces that come in an ephemera pack out of the It's either Zellatil or Flirty Fleur. I can't remember, but it's a Primo pack. And this one says blessed. Everybody says something different because there was only one of each. And then this was another one of my little earring pieces that I made here. On the inside, when you open it up, I'm kind of calling this my bling and bow box. On the inside, I used another one of the journaling cards that Cruz sent me in that little book. I used that, I inked around the edges, and I put it up there. I've added a bunch of bling pieces that can be used to create flower centers. There's another little heart in there. I crocheted some little bows, and there's some bows. And here I have some really sparkly clear and pink beads and some mint green and white pearls. And this is a little tube of the micro beads that are awesome for shakers. It makes it really shake around really good when you use them in your shakers. I crocheted a couple little hearts, one in mint green and one in pink. Underneath that, I have a pack of bling, little tiny blings that are really good to use on your small projects, because the theme of this was miniature, so I went with stuff that you could use miniature. That's why the hearts are small and the bows are small. And this one right here, I've included a little buckle to use with some of your ribbon, and I've got a bunch of little charms in here. There's angels and the little ribbon that says hope, and there's angel wings, and I also have some of the bulb pins on the bottom down there. But that's what's inside. And then the way I packaged it is I got these little glassine polka dot bags. They're white with pink polka dots, and I just thought they were super cute. And I put a doily on the front, a pink doily, and I put my number on the front, which my number's 1, so I have a number 1, and I went ahead and spelled it out because I found these really cute mint green letters that are glitter, and I thought they were really pretty. Excuse me. And I added this double lace up here. This is a double lace. It's got the satin and the lace. And then I added some of the leaves, the Hobby Lobby pink leaf vine. I added that. And on each one, I put the name of the recipient. Now, this one happens to be Sabrina's. And then on the inside, I have all my fun stuff here. So what I did is I took a little bit, and it didn't take much, but one of the reasons I put this in there was to kind of balance it out where the flowers wouldn't get mashed. It balanced it out so it was kind of even. So I put my little stuff like that, and just for fun, if I can get them, I mixed them in when I did the shred, but they all fell to the bottom. So I added some of these little tiny gold glitter balls, and they're mini ones, so I think I found them at Dollar Tree. All of this, now this shred has an iridescent to it. The pink and the white has iridescent, and I believe I got that at Tuesday morning. I used the last of my bag. I've had it quite a while, so. But anyway, I just did it like this, and this is going to be hard to do standing up, but because I did all the rest of them sitting down. So, but I just held on to it while I was shoving it in there, and push it all the way up in there. And then I take my bag, and throw my little styrofoam balls in there, the ones that are trying to run away. And I'm going to pull the bag flat across the bottom. And I have, let me see, I got 2 different washi tapes. I'm trying to determine which one I use for this. I have white with gold polka dots that I'm using across the bottom of the bag. And what I did, so it would make it easier, is I just put it halfway on the front, and then when I pinch it together, I got her name down a little low. But I put it all the way across, and I'll cut it a little bit long because I'll cut off the excess when after I get everything shoved in there. See how it looks inside? And I got my tape across the bottom. Now I'm going to pull it tight and fold it over. And then I'm just going to pinch it down as I go across. And then I'm just going to cut off the ends. So they're even. And then I take it and I mash it and shake it back down where it goes back to the bottom, so I can put my tag on the top. And if you notice, I kind of put my one a little bit, I didn't center it completely, I put it over to the side. That's another reason why I put the word there, to kind of make it not look lopsided when it didn't have the tag on the front. And then I took my tag and I just lined up the corner here and put my little binder clip on here. And that's the way they'll come. See there? Isn't that super cute? And then I have a plastic bag. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing I almost forgot. I have a little tiny sticker that I printed out on my label maker that says "Open Me" or "Open Here." That way everybody knows to open from the bottom, because most of the time with glassine bags, they think you pull the topper off. So I just put a little sticker on there to make it easier. I know most people sit there and fumble trying to figure out, so I figured I'd make it a little bit easier for everyone. And I just slide it down in there. And I have some of this happy you put in the bag. It's just some iridescent and pink sequins and hearts and star shapes. And I just put a little tiny bit, just a little bit of fun stuff, but not quite enough to make a mess. Uh-oh, I missed that one. Okay. And then I close it up. I fold it over and close it up. And there we go. Just shake the happy around a little bit. And then see, you can see the name on there through the bag too. So everything I tried to base on mint green and pink. Now for the goodie bag, which I had, and I don't know what I did with it. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached right now. I went ahead and did the goodie bag because I went over that earlier, but I will show you what I put inside for my goodies. And on my goodie bags, I like the mint green still, so I put goodies for Sabrina, or goodies for Tamika, or goodies for Nye. So each person would have it. And I forgot to put my little open here thing on this one. I might have to print another one out. I may be out of them. Okay, so out of that. Alright. But on the inside, most of these are bought goodies because, like I said, my time was running out. But I did happen to make some of my crepe paper bows, and I made everyone 6. And I was going to put toppers on everything. That's why I packaged them up like this. This is what I was doing when I got the call to go to Florida. So, excuse me. Here, I'll take them out so you can see without the glare. And I just made everyone 2 pink, 2 mint, and 2 white. And I put the iridescent glitter on the edges. I don't think you can... Hang on a minute. Let me turn one of these lights out so we can see. There you go. You can see it now. the stickles that I put on the edges and in the center. You see it a little bit better now. But anyway, I did have to go back and put my labels on everything. I hadn't had those on yet. That's another reason why this one I didn't complete yet, because if I make it, I try to put a label on it so they know I made it and I didn't buy it or repackage something that I bought. So I just try to do that. And everything opens from the bottom and is in resealable bags or has washi tape. So I got some bows. I'm also sending some glue pads, double-sided. They're real thick. These are real nice. Everybody can use glue dots. And these are pillow stickers for pillar candles. Let me turn my light back on so you can see. But I have used these on cards and projects. They're really thick, but they're really nice to use, and I really like them. They're black glitter. So I'm giving everyone some of that. And I have some of this gold and white trim that kind of went with the theme, and I did that. Also, I'm giving everybody a yard of this crochet trim with the gold thread in it. And also a yard of the double lace that I used on the top of the bag with the satin, the double lace, a yard of that. And I'm also gifting everybody a little pillow box, and inside, I'm not going to open it because it's hard to get them all back in there, but it's just some little wood veneers. There's swans and swans and flamingos, unicorns, and just different wood shapes in there that I thought everyone could use on their projects. And that is what I have included in my goodie bags. So I hope everybody likes it, and I can't wait for Tamika to do the video and everything. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to get into one of her swaps for a long time now, and it's just one of those things that either I missed out or the timing wasn't right with everything I had going on. So I was a day late. It would be full when I would see it. So anyway, that is what I have made for my swap partners. I hope they enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And y'all have a crafty day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.